they just didn't. She doesn't want to address it. I've looked everywhere. I would like to know more about Charlie's last day. I can obviously put together what Frank said. I can put together what his schedule was, but that's not a question that she's comfortable answering. And by the way, that dear friend she's referencing, of course, we now know is a priest that came over to pray over Charlie and Erika's marriage the night before, is what I am told. Not Charlie being stressed over an article written by a leftist, which happens every 10 seconds in our world. I'm told. Let's now try to put these clues together, just to read.
Hello guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. What's going on? Please like and share this video. So Candace Owens is about to break down, because for those of you who don't know, there's been this conversation that a lot of people did not initially catch in the beginning, because there was a lot of things happening. So I get why people didn't really catch it up, but eventually people caught on and they started to notice that the wedding photo of Erika and Charlie Kirk that was in Charlie's home office just a day or two before he was taken out was no longer there. The next time that Erika came to his studio to do a live broadcast from there, and people started questioning. There were conversations about who took the video, who took the picture down, who took the wedding picture down, or whatever. So Candace broke it down, and based on the way that Candace said it, I completely agree with what she's saying with regards to who took it down. Candace is basically saying that she believes that it was Charlie who took down the picture, the wedding photo, and that could have been as a result of the marital drama, marital issues that they were having. Again, having marital issues is not the end of the world. Couples, it happens, but it is just this fake life that Erika is now trying to portray that is not sitting well with a lot of people. So Candace is about to break it down why she believes that Erika, that it was Charlie who took down the wedding photo. Anyways, let me go ahead and let this play.
Recap. Okay, clue number 1. Charlie did not sleep in his own bed despite returning from a long trip to Asia. Number 2, Charlie's wedding ring was taken off.
To me, that is just odd. Again, you know how sometimes some things just need to happen before you can actually start. We see things and then we ignore things. But I have always felt like there was something really odd about the explanation that Erika was giving. And then when she will go on Fox News or wherever, and she will talk about how, love each other, forgive each other. I feel like she was worried that people who knew, people who really knew the status, the relationship that she and Charlie had, they were going to come out and expose and basically reveal that the relationship was not really perfect like they painted their relationship to be. I think that's the reason why Erika kept going on and on about how love each other, forgive each other. Because it did not even make any sense. The whole conversation that she was having just days after her husband has been assassinated, talking about forgiveness and whatever, that just got me thinking about just made me have so many more questions. And my suspicion had already risen at that point, because I was already thinking something must have been going on. Why? Because that conversation about forgive each other, it did not even make sense. In the conversation, it was so out of place for the conversation. And that's the reason why I agree with Candace when she's talking about how they were having issues. Anyway, let me go ahead and let it play.
Number 3, Charlie removed, I think I'm saying this, I'll say allegedly, I think it was Charlie who removed his wedding photo from his home set. I think that's where he went into his office for a bit. Number 4, a priest came over to pray the night before. Again, when I take out my handy dandy notebook and I put a picture together using basic logic and not trying to look at all of these different directions and all of these possibilities, I know there's that one kid in the back of the class and you say, well, what do these clues tell you? And he raises his hand and he says, it tells me that Tyler Robinson shot Charlie. He acted alone on top of a rooftop. But that kid would be an idiot, actually. That could be an idiot because the picture that is starting to emerge is that Charlie's last day consisted of a lot of arguments. Okay. Yeah. Arguments over his shifting away from the pro-Israel position, him communicating to people that he was over it, that he did not want the money, him communicating to people that he wanted to bring me back to AmFest. He was very clear in telling people that on the 9th, the day before he died. And when I look at the fact that Erika's not able to account for what happened the night before, and she's kind of cagey and answering, and she's giving us more about how Gigi sleeps and moves in bed than she is about what Charlie was doing, other than getting a snack, I feel, and I could be wrong, that there was a knock 'em dead argument that happened. That's what makes logical sense to me about what I don't know. That's what makes sense. Because they have not been honest in their portrayal about what the relationship was. And I will leave it at that. This like idea of this amazing godly relationship that is not accurate, and it would not have been relevant if Erika had kept it honest.
And Erika actually gave herself away. She didn't even know that she did this when she was with when she did a live stream with Glenn Beck, and she was talking about, oh, Charlie used to write things down. She clearly showed the audience, the viewers, a list of Charlie Kirk's pros and cons with regards to marriage and everything. And based on everything that Charlie wrote, she wasn't even in it. She wasn't even in the plan. And you can see from the look on her face that she was like, oh my God, I probably should not have, gave this one. I probably should not have shown this. Yeah, this is the list that she shared. This one right here. So she shared this list, and the list had it's like a pros and cons, right? Of, and then you can actually see that she was surprised at what was on the list. She was clearly taken aback by it, and obviously she hadn't gone through it. And in that moment, she thought to herself, oh, maybe I probably should not have shared this, because on the list it was talking about family, children, legacy, and on the other one it was talking about capitalism, talking about loneliness and all the other stuff. And so it's very obvious, based on just this information, I am more inclined to believe that even Charlie later on caught on Erika, and maybe he realized that he couldn't trust Erika. He realized that he could, that there was something, because even on the list that he wrote, Erika wasn't even in it. He even said the most important, let me see if I can find it. The most important, he mentioned, hold on.
Let's keep going.
Hold on.
Certainly an odd.
Let me go ahead and see if I can take this back a little bit. She even mentioned
the priorities. It says family, children, legacy, kids, number one.
Families, children, legacy, kids, number one. That right there, that's Charlie highlighting the things that are very, very important to him. And Erika was not in it. Erika was not in it. And by the time she realized what she had shared, she was like, oh, like you can see the look on her face.
Versus careerism, consumerism, and loneliness.
Versus careerism, consumerism, and loneliness.
That's interesting. I don't know.
You can just see the look on her face. Like, it's so obvious that she had not seen this before. She was like, oh, that's interesting. It's like for the first time she actually she stumbled upon what was really inside of Charlie's mind. And she was like, that's interesting. That is a this is, in my opinion, one of the most honest reaction that I have seen from Erika yet, because she was really, really taken aback by this, and she was like, interesting. That word, when she said interesting, that was honest, that was real, that was not faked, that was not Erika putting on. Again, it just really shows you that obviously there was something going on with that family. According to Candace, the priest actually came to come and pray over their marriage and their whatever. Erika gave herself away. Erika gave herself away. I think she gave herself away because she was worried that people in the inner circle who knew about the true nature of their relationship, who knew that there was nothing rosy and happy and in that relationship, she was worried that they would spill, that they will tell the truth and they will leak secrets. And so she was just trying to like do damage control from the very beginning by talking about how love each other, forgive each other, things that did not even have a place in the conversation about what happened to Charlie. So yeah, I definitely believe that, and obviously Candace is speaking based on the information that I believe that she has received as far as the relationship between Charlie and Erika is concerned. You know, there's been conversation about how she's basically a honeypot and she's an agent that was planted to be used by, you know, to get Charlie to fall in line. And I have seen conversations about how, online obviously, about how Charlie found out what she was, that it was in love, she doesn't love him, and blah blah blah. And that was why, you know, and Charlie was upset. And people have even linked that to why they may have taken Charlie out before he, you know, exposed the whole situation. But yeah, if Erika is saying that she has not been into Charlie's office and she's looking around for things and whatever, and then which means she's not the one who moved the picture, because like Candace Owens explained, seeing how she's trying to paint herself as this grieving widow or whatever, it would have been in her best interest to have the pictures out there. It would have been in her best interest to have the pictures exactly where they were, behind her, behind Charlie, where it always was, just so that people can remember and be like, oh, this is Charlie's widow. So it does not make any sense that she will take it down, because remember, they are still trying to capitalize on Charlie Kirk's mother. They're still trying to milk it for everything that they can milk it for. So it would have benefited them if the picture was there to serve as a reminder that whatever you do not question this woman. She is a grieving widow of Charlie Kirk. So I agree with Candace that it could not have been Erika who took the picture down. I think it was Charlie who took it down, because in that moment they were already having issues. And Candace also expressed that the argument, the thing that woke up the 3-year-old daughter, their 3-year-old daughter, was the fracas, the noise that woke up their 3-year-old daughter. In addition to Charlie sneaking into the main bedroom's bathroom to put back on his ring, because you know now he's gonna face the world. He wants to put on this appearance of a loving, doting father, loving husband, or whatever, because that's the facade, right? So he wants to put on the facade that he's he's very much a happily married man, even though, according to what is being said, that was not even the case. So I see all of this being like, I see it being, maybe Charlie got tired and be like, I'm done. I'm just gonna take this wedding photo and just take it out of here because I don't trust this woman. There are conversations about how Charlie may have caught her, doing things, and yeah, there are so many different conversations.
What do these clues tell you? And he raises his hand and he says, it tells me that Tyler Robinson shot Charlie. He acted alone on top of a rooftop. But that kid would be an idiot, actually. That could be an idiot, because the picture that is starting to emerge is that Charlie's last day consisted of a lot of arguments, okay? Arguments over his shifting away from the pro-Israel position, him communicating to people that he was over it, that he did not want the money, him communicating to people that he wanted to bring me back to AmFest. He was very clear in telling people that on the 9th, the day before he died. And when I look at the fact that Erika's not able to account for what happened the night before, and she's kind of cagey and answering, and she's giving us more about how Gigi sleeps and moves in bed than she is about what Charlie was doing, other than getting a snack, I feel, and I could be wrong, that there was a knock 'em dead argument that happened. That's what makes logical sense to me about what I don't know. That's what makes sense. Because they have not been honest in their portrayal about what the relationship was. And I will leave it at that. This like idea of this amazing godly relationship that is not accurate, and it would not have been relevant if Erika had kept it honest throughout this entire process. But she's not. She's getting caught in a lot of lies. And when I go back and I revisit the way she tells the lies, I feel very strange about it. I feel weird watching these clips back. And I want you to see that. Lastly, I want to bring the Glenn Beck interview back up because hindsight, like I said, is 2020. And I want you to pay attention to how she lies. Now that we know this is a lie, it's crazy to watch how performative she is in trying to deliver the lie so that it's believable to the masses. Remember, Charlie messaged multiple people saying that he thought they were going to kill him the night before. I feel like it wasn't just a snack that he wanted. I think there was some anxiety. He discovered something and things weren't good. I don't think it was a peaceful night's sleep the night before. Well, Erika, at this moment when she is about giving this interview to Glenn Beck, remember, this was the PR blitz.
So anyways, yeah, that's what Candace is saying. I personally, I tend to agree with Candace that there was something going on. Charlie was probably thinking of divorcing Erika. Charlie probably found out, obviously this is me just speculating, Charlie probably found out things about Erika that he did not know about her, and he was contemplating divorcing her. And Erika probably didn't like that, and knowing the implications of that and knowing what that might snowball into the divorce, decided to do whatever. I don't know. I wasn't there, but this is just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comment, like and share. I will catch you later. Bye. Do you agree with Candace? Let me know what you guys think. Catch you later. Bye.